Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Detroit Tigers.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, second baseman.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike 1, and a new season of baseball is underway. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
Batting second, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Castellanos in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Iglesias has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, center fielder number 6.
Here's Starling Marte. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Runner goes. 1-1 the count now. Iglesias on at first. Nobody out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
And there is our officiating crew in this one. Calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Behind 0-2 now. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
You froze him on the fastball there. Nicholas Castellanos becomes out number 2 this inning. Here comes the first pitch.
Big strikeout with the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Working to escape the first inning jam. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
And he fouls this one off. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. Oh, and he botches it. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he's in safely to third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Jim Adduci is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Soft liner towards short. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, D-Row, that's the case right there. He hit it just like he thought it. Soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McCann is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out to left. Mata has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
Designated hitter.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Bell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A late swing at a slider for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Amarista. And there are two away now. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Now a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Amarista. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3. So digging in now, Leonis Martin set to lead off the home half of the second. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Martin, the runner at third with no outs. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Iglesias is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities, especially in today's game. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
In tight with the curveball, back up on him a little there, and it's ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him.
The first baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I love stubborn pitchers. I love the fact that this guy keeps going to the well, but that's a dangerous location to keep missing it.
Grounded back up the middle. Frazier takes it in. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Nick Castellanos now. First time up, he went down looking. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Popped him up. Cervelli is there. And the inning is over. But they strike. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. Here's David Freese to stand in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Amarista will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
First baseman number 3, Sean Rodriguez.
Standing in, Sean Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward right center. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He swings.
And hits it foul off to the right and out of play. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play,
I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
McCann moving to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Rodriguez at second. Cervelli at first. 2 out in the inning. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Mata will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They won't make a dent. Striding in once again, Victor Martinez. 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs as he drove in a pair with a triple in his first trip. 0-1 the count. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Now the 2-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Popped him up. Cervelli over to his right. One away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jim Adduci looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ball one. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
2 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Fielded by Freeze. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 6-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinking line drive out to right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Corey Dickerson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marte gets his lead at first, nobody out. Popped him up. McCann has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in, Josh Bell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. Mata on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. In now, Gregory Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Now to the plate, Leonis Martinez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam, off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Stepping in now, Alexi Amarista.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Polanco coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Now the 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
So he sets him down swinging. Mikey Mata becomes out number 2 this inning. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set and the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Now a curve and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He scores as they push their lead to 8 now.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made and he's off to the showers. A.J. Schugel answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. The 1-0 home. Flips the zone low and outside for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Now he's safe at third as a run will score on the play as well.
So close yet so far away. 2 outs but back-to-back hits. This one a triple and 3 runs have now been chased home. We'll see if the defense can make a play and get them out of this nightmare.
3 runs already home here. And a good swing there by the switch hitting Martinez, but he missed it. 0-2. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Harrison's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of. Here's David Freese to stand in. They'll start off the fifth in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Martin able to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sean Rodriguez.
Stepping in, Sean Rodriguez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. Towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Now batting, catcher.
Up next for the Buccos, Francisco Cervelli. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
Now batting, Josh Harrison. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is flared right back over the mound. Flip of his glove for 1. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. They're next for the Tigers, Jim Adduci. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Swung on but fouled off to the left. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. So striding forward now, James McCann. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. Here's Leonis Martin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that one just missed outside. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Starling Marte. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. On a line, that's a base hit.
The batter, designated hitter.
Ready once again, Josh Bell. No hits to this point. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to Iglesias for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Now in the box, Gregory Polanco, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Martin is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working. Digging in now, Alexi Amarista. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. Hit hard on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The shortstop, number 1.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Grounded to short. Reined in. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Tigers are shut. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Aducci moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. At the plate, Sean Rodriguez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Matuk, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Francisco Cervelli. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Now the pitch. Popped up. And no one will get this one. No runs on 6 hits. And no errors so far for the Pirates. Softly hit out to short. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Heading out towards shallow right. Aducci is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Frazier over to his left. And that's out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. 1-0 the count. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The designated hitter, number 41.
Next will be the designated hitter, Victor Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lays off 1-0. Castellanos, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A runner on first with 2 away. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. Boy, this has been really frustrating. They're piling up the base hits, but they can't seem to get that one big knock to drive some runs in.
Yeah, and this can matter what your batting average is. The bottom line is W's and L's, and they got to find a way to get some runs.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. Paducci is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Martin. He makes the running play. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Josh Bell. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. After it is Martin. And the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. At the plate, James McCann. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's 1 down now. Stepping in, Leonis Martin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Pirates have elected to...
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Alexi Amarista comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Martin stands at first with one out. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Here's Gregory Polanco starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Into the box now, David Freese. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out. Into the box, Sean Rodriguez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Detroit Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Michael. Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario, we're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Daniel Norris, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Striding in, Josh Harrison. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Josh Harrison.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Mata is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Stepping up now, Starling Marte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder number 7.
Striding into the box, Corey Dickerson. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second. Trevor Williams gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's got over 1,500 RBIs in his career. Man, I'd hate to see him come to the plate if I were pitching. They know he knows how to drive in runs. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
His previous history with Trevor Williams, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. We'll move on to the 2nd inning here at Comerica Park with no score. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Lifted the other way out to left center. 19, able to take it in for the first down.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Pirates leave him loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Number 30, Nick Castellanos.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right down Main Street. Caught him looking.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Jim Adduci is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Popped him up. Freeze is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The shot there at the Motor City and Windsor, Ontario, just across the river, as we welcome you back to Comerica Park. Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
John Harrison.
Here it comes. Iglesias now at short. Backhanded. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Castellanos is there. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Here's Starling Marte, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Adduci is in pursuit, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Corey Dickerson. And he puts it on the ground to second. Amarista's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pirates are down on just. Next up for Detroit, James McCann. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Leonis Martin.
Batting 8.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to Leonis Martin.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
And that one just missed outside. Alexi Amarista waits on deck. Bases are empty, one man out. High pop-up. Freeze has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting ninth.
Standing in, Alexi. Amarista. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, David Freeze. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of David Freeze. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The first baseman,
Josh Bell the next to hit. Lifted in the air out to right. Aducci is after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Amarista at second. Played on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jordy Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is flared out towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Mikey.
So coming to the plate, Mikey Mata. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1 out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. Now another 0-2. Line to the right side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Strike 2. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Nick Castellanos now. As the first pitch. Misses to him. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Two runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit back up the middle. Frazier ranging up the middle, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Victor Martinez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he's safe.
No, he's in.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Adducci stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2003 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Castellanos over at second. Martinez on at first with 2 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Shot weakly to the left. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. The Tigers do get. Josh Harrison stands in. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close. but he got in there safely. A 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Martin is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Starling Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-1. Popped him up. Amarista over to his left. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 7.
Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. Runner in scoring position with Sir John. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martin on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Into the box now, Leonis Martin. He popped out in his first trip.
Center fielder, Leonis.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Ball
2-0 now. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now at the plate, Alexi Amarista 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Off the plate, 1 ball. 1 strike. So 1-1. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still lead it 2-1. Here's David Freese to stand in. He'll lead things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Josh Bell. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. At the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now here it comes. Towards second. And this is taken for the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Stepping into the box, Mikey Matsu. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Therefore, it is Saunders, and he takes it for the first out. Miguel Cabrera will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. 0-1 the count. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Liner toward right center, and Cabrera is going to have himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
From the stretch, runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time as he steals second. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Cabrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Victor Martinez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Sinker stayed high, but called for a strike. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
2 out here and a runner at second. Popped him up. And Cleese will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They lead it 2-1. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, DoogieManX's.
First pitch on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Martin able to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 1 away in the inning now for Michael Saunders. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Mata moving to his left. 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Harrison has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line towards center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Number 19.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Adam Frazier will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Woods sets. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Pirates are down. Stepping up to the plate, Jim Adduci. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, Jim.
Strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, James McCann. As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
The pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Popped up. Harrison is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number
Coming to
12.
the plate now, Leonis Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And he lays off for ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least one plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Alexi Amarista. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Frazier into shallow center. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Tigers. Here's Starling Marte. Career head-to-heads with Travis Wood. He has 9 base hits in 33 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. To third. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Marte off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Marte stands at second with no outs. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Aducci has a beat on it. 1 out. Stepping into the box, David Freese. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. He's set and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Martin. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Alex Wilson is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Josh Bell the next to hit. Past numbers against Alex Wilson, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. So striding in, Mikey Matsu. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that one got a piece of him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Squared that one up just a little late. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt. Especially.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Mata on second. Cabrera on at first with nobody out. Tapped down the line. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He got under one and popped out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready now, Jim Adduci. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And they start him out away with a cold strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Harrison shading to his right. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run scores here in the frame. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We've played 8 full. Shane Green takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 61.
Leading off the inning, Jordy Mercer. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Martin is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Digging in, Michael Saunders. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. He's set. Here it comes. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Josh Harrison stands in. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Hero? This pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here, right here, and bust through in this one.
Here's Starling Marte. Head-to-head battles with Shane Green. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters. Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Lane Hardy gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Tigers have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Detroit Tigers took the lead in the 4th.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter. And drove in 3.